You're watching the Singing Toad YouTube channel. Howdy folks, Singing Toad here. Thank you for tuning into my channel today and I hope you're having an absolute terrific day. And today what I'm going to be talking about is this Gerber Gator folding knife that I received as a gift over Christmas time. I must apologize folks, I am still getting over being sick. I did pick up an illness over Christmas time there, so there's going to be some editing in the video, some cuts and whatnot, and that's because if I talk for more than a few seconds, I start hacking up a lung, so I do apologize for that. So moving along, so yes, this is a gift that I received from my brother-in-law. I didn't actually get the knife as the gift. I got a gift card to Canadian Tire, and then I just used the gift card to buy the knife at Canadian Tire. But this is not a knife I would have normally bought because, in my opinion, I think it is way overpriced for what it is. And even though there was some sales going on during a boxing week at Canadian Tire when I went in to use the gift card, even on sale, this is not a knife that I would still normally purchase. And that's just the long and short of it because I think it's not worth the money. But I've always wanted one, and now I have one. Anyway, this is what the sheath looks like. This is the backside of the sheath, and I just wanted to get all that out front, out in the open at the start. Whoops, and don't mind me while I throw everything all around. I might leave that blooper in, I might not. So let's go ahead and get the knife out, because that's what you guys are here to see. You're not here to see sheaths, you're here to see knives. But there we have it. And you can see that the blade centering is actually right down the middle. It is, of course, a lockback. It does not have any form of nail nick or thumb stud, so this is very much a two-hand opening knife. And that is it in its open position. And if we can see the markings on the blade, so of course you got Gerber, Portland, Oregon, USA, and then the model number. And then there is nothing on the reverse. Does have Torx construction, which is nice to see. So there is some adjustment available on the pivot. I'm not sure if you can take the entire knife apart with that, and I'm not about to try. Does not feature a lanyard hole, does not feature a pocket clip. This knife basically has none of the modern features that any modern day folding tactical type knife would have, and requires a belt sheath or you just carry it loose in the pocket. Like I said before, no thumb studs, no opening hole, no nail, not even a nail nick. Gerber couldn't even afford to put that on there for you. Comes in the super awesome, fabulous 420HC steel, which we all know is the greatest steel known to mankind. It's so good, in fact, that Buck uses it in everything. That's a joke, folks. Again, the price of this knife, I forget exactly what I paid for it, but I think it was listed at $69.99 Canadian Canoodle-roonies. So you can do the translation to that into US currencies. But in my opinion, at $70 Canadian, you can buy, I can think of hundreds of other knives I'd buy over this one, excuse me, that are a better value. But I didn't buy it because of that reason. And I'm sure some of you are like, why are you beating up on this knife? It's a gift. You should be thankful. I am very thankful, folks. Please do not get confused here. I'm just explaining that I understand the realism of today's modern value, and a knife like this is definitely outpaced and outmatched by everything else. But there's one thing that this knife has that many modern knives don't have, and that is, I think it's really, really cool. And the nostalgia is why I got it. Folks, this isn't my first Gerber Gator. Let me introduce to you my original Gerber Gator. Here it is, the fixed blade version. And I've had this knife for well over 2 decades now. This has been my car knife. It's stayed in my car. It's now been replaced by a Mora Consbowl. But this has been in my car for, about 2 decades now. It's in very good condition because, you can see there's some markings there on the blade. You can see some wear marks. I have sharpened it a few times because it's 420 steel, and it's not Buck's 420, it's Gerber's 420, so it doesn't hold an edge worth a darn. But it does take a good edge, don't get me wrong folks, but this is no CPM S30V or Magna Cut or anything like that, which will hold an edge for a very, very long time. This steel dulls very, very quickly, but we'll still get the job done. But as a car knife, this has served me very, very well. This one, ironically, features a lanyard hole, none on the folding version. So if we go side by side, and also folks, I'm not considering this to be a proper review. Reason being, I don't consider myself a reviewer to start with. I'm more of a show and tell type channel. But also, this knife's been around since 1991. It has been reviewed to death by many other much better knife channels, and if you want to see a proper review, I'd invite you to stop this video and go watch a proper review on it. I'm just showing you about the knife I got as a gift and explaining why I got it and why I like it. Okay, but getting to why I like it, it's the fact that I now have the set. I have the fixed blade that I've had for 20 some odd years, and I now have the folding version of it, which is super cool. I have the pair, which in my opinion, that alone is really, really cool. Now, this knife is not going to stay like this. I am going to go ahead and put some thumb studs on it. In fact, stay with me one moment here. We're about to do that. Let's just see how that feels. I think I need to move it just a hair this way. So I'm going to adjust that over. Slide it just a touch over, out there. Give that a tighten. I'm not tightening it much, folks. I'm just kind of not cranking it all the way down. Yeah, that's better. Now that is easier to open. There we go. That looks good to me. Close that back up. Now we're going to tighten it down. Give it a little bit more of a tightening. Again, we don't want to go too much because we don't want to strip it out. I don't know if you can see, I'm actually like kind of bending the little Allen wrench here. Very good. So there we go. Now we have a thumb stud to it, and I'm not sure, but in the future I might figure out a way to bond a pocket clip to this so that I can carry it in the pocket and not in the silly sheath that it came in. Oh, also, let me just get this junk out of the way. For those who must know, this is what the packaging looked like that it came in, and it did come with some literature inside. That is the box. So for those who have to know what the boxes look like, there you go. Well, there we go, folks. Sorry for this very disjointed video. Again, I am still getting over being sick, and I know this video was kind of a mess, but I did want to just kind of talk about this knife here, and I just wanted to formally say thank you to my brother-in-law for giving me the opportunity to go get it, because this thing is super awesome despite its flaws, and I'm glad I now have both knives. And like Mo from The Simpsons said, a man with two knives is a happy man, or something to that effect anyway. And I couldn't agree any more with him on that one. So there we are. Tell me what you think, folks. Do you want a Gerber Gator, folder, fixed blade, either one, not one? I'd like to know. Tell me down in the comments. I always appreciate your feedback. Take care, my friends. This is Singing Toad signing out.